but I will be back on. Okay, but I'm listening, but I won't be speaking. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you feel better soon.
Me too.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you. And it's so nice to meet you again, Sheila. I'll be back on in a few minutes then. Oh gosh, sorry.
So we'll get started. Welcome to grade 3 Braille. And I believe we are on episode 20, but we're still looking at lesson 18 in the book. We're finishing the sentences. We were starting with combining the lower word signs and all of our contractions. So we were on sentence, I think we
13,
did 113.
1 through
yes.
12. 1 through 12.
Yeah. So do you have your sentences, Nancy?
I do.
Okay. So whenever you're ready.
Yeah, right in front of me. Okay, what I'm going to do is read the sentence and then let one of you lovely people tell me how it's written. So, number 13, the monument is surrounded by 50 American flags for the 50 states in the Union. Period. So, who wants to give that a shot?
I'll try it.
Okay. All right, Mary.
Okay. The monument, I have and right up next to it, I have M-O-N. I have it written just like it was, M-O-N-U-M-E-N-T, because I did look to see if that U was a syllable by itself, and it is. So I figured we couldn't use that. So let's see, the monument that is let's see, the monument. Let's see, where was I? The monument is surrounded by 50 American flags. Let's see, the monument. Okay, and then right up next to monument, I have the is sign, the 2-5.
Okay.
And then I have surrounded written SU, and then the RR, which is the lower H. And then I have OUND sign, ED sign. And then I have space, and I have by the lower J, and then for 50, I wrote down the number sign and the lower J.
Okay, that would be correct. We didn't make this clear in the when we told you it's actually the word. But
okay.
You didn't know that. You didn't. If you still want to
yeah.
See, but you're correct. It would be with that number. It would be correct.
It would be FIF, and then the TY sign, which is 5-6 for the word.
Excellent.
And then I spaced after that.
Okay.
Then for American, I put AMER sign and an I, and then CN. And
excellent.
I spaced after that. And then I put flags as FLGS.
Okay.
And then spaced after that. And for I have all that together. And then with no space, I also have 50 with that. And I guess this time it would be FIF, then the TY sign, which is the 5-6.
Right.
And then space. And let's see, states, I put ST sign, T, and then the ES ending Z. And then right up next to that, I put in. And then right up next to that, I put the. And I wasn't real sure about union. I did put the UN beginning, but I wasn't sure whether, I mostly have seen that in like until, unjust. So I had the UN sign, ING, and then the ION ending, which is .6.
All right. Excellent. There's only one. Everything is correct except the spacing between Oh, okay, fingers, where'd you go? 50 states. Okay, there is a space between states and in,
Oh, okay.
but then in the union is already
All
written
right.
as one sequence. Oops.
I changed it.
So that's the only thing
right.
you had wrong though. Everything else is correct.
Good.
Even your
Okay.
UN sign for union. So
Oh, good.
And did you say and for the space or no space?
For the
And for the 50 states?
okay, for the no, there's no space between the and 50.
That's what I got wrong. Okay.
For the 50 states in the union, right? So that is all correct. Okay. Everybody ready for number 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the oh, silly phone. Okay. The book's trying to fall off my lap. Get up here. Number 14. The flags have been okay, have been present permanent. Oh. Yeah, the flags have been present permanently at this site since 1959. Is it okay,
it's
Jeanette? Yeah. Give it a
Okay.
shot.
So I have the, and then no space, FLGS space, have, is the bin, that's 235,
Correct.
P, and then I know there's an RE sign.
Well, it's
Shoot.
in, okay, I'll just tell you that the present, remember that's one of the short form words that we had back. It's .4PS. Back in several lessons ago, we had a bunch of words that were
yeah,
and present was in there as .4PS.
I had forgotten about that. And then permanently this word I got stuck on.
Okay.
I did P, ERM, and
Okay.
ENT.45.
Excellent.
Hold on, but I know there's a space between PERM and ENT.45, and then a space,
Yes.
and then S IN sign, and then CE. In my brain.
Okay, where's the rest of the sentence before that?
Oh, wait a minute. All right, hold on. Present permanently. Oh,
right.
at this site.
Right.
All right, at, we can't, there is a sign for at.
There is, but technically you haven't been taught it yet, so the book doesn't show it.
Okay,
it shows just
so
at written like you normally would.
Space, at space, this space, and then SI, and I know there's a TE sign.
That's correct.
But I'm blanking on that.
Okay, lower J.
See, I have that mixed up with another sign, and then a space,
Okay.
S-I-N sign. And then the C-E sign.
Mm-hmm.
I'm weak on these. I want to say it's 5-6. That
C.
might not.
No, that's actually it's 3-6. CE and CY. It stands for both of those.
That's what I didn't. Okay.
No problem.
Wait a minute. Since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have a number.
Oh, yippee. Number sign. Now 19. 10. KLMNOPQRS. Number sign and then S.
Okay.
And I have to look at what the rest of the number is. It's 19 something. 1959. Let's see. Wait a minute. 59, 57 through 63.
Yeah. Now the
It's
book doesn't. Okay. Here's the book doesn't write that out because it only has you memorize up through 50, and then because 51 through 63 are all different. There's no pattern to the way the characters
1, 2,
are taught.
3.
So you
1,
can
2, 3, 4, 5 back.
yeah,
And
you
that's
can use
those are those
59.
weird things. The
Yeah.
dot 6, dots 5, 6.5, dots
4, 6.
8, 4,
So
6,
is it ABI?
and
Okay.
wait a minute. 1, 8,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
But
5, 6, 7. I'm forgetting 2.
no, you can just simply write it the number sign S, as you said, and then the 5, 9 with the dots, the E and the I, 5, 9. You
Okay.
can do that unless you want to memorize. If you want to memorize those other ones, you can. But if you don't want to, it's certainly acceptable to write it. In fact, the book has it that way.
All right. Since the book
So-
has it that way, I will put it that way. But if you would like to tell us, because I know you told us those 59 through 63, and I know.
See, and those are ones that I have to go back and look up. I don't have those memorized either. It's like
Okay,
one thing.
then we will leave it at this, and I will
Okay.
find it when I go back to my other lesson.
Yeah, because I mean, if you definitely want to memorize them, you can, and I might be challenged, inspired to memorize them. Who knows? Okay. Number 15. Good job, Jeanette. All right. Number 15. Before that time, okay. Oh, I see. This is written in grade 3, so I have to translate to you guys. Okay. Before that time, they were flown only on the 4th of July. So before that time, comma, they were flown only on the 4th of July. Period. All right. Is Mary and Jeanette, are you two still the only two here? Do we have?
It was that person with the 571 number.
I never got the name.
I don't think I did either.
She never said.
Yeah, this is Pam. I'm just listening for right now.
Okay.
I've been on the
okay.
call before. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
You have
welcome
three.
aboard.
You have 3 other people here, Nancy, but I've given
Okay.
them permission to talk.
Okay.
And
Is anyone else that's here want to try that sentence number 15? Before, I mean,
I'm giving all of them permission again.
okay, I know we're doing it different than we normally
Okay,
would, but
your 571 is unmuted.
yeah, okay. If you're just listening, why don't we just, if you're just going to listen, why don't we go ahead and remove her permission, and then that way she can stay muted. And then when you want to speak, you can raise your hand. How's that sound?
And 1816 area code, I've given you permission to talk. So I've given everybody permission so they can at least
Okay.
have their say, and then I
All
can.
right. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So anyone that's on a phone, if you have something you'd like to say, if you don't, then you can just stay muted and I can take your permission away.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give it to you, Mary, since no one else is taking it yet. I'm going to let
Okay.
you have it.
All right. Before that time, I have before in the usual grade 2 way,
Mhm.
and then a space and the usual that space, and then .5T for time, comma,
Yes.
and
Okay.
space. And then I have they written out, THE sign Y.
Mhm.
And then were, after they, I did not space. I put the were, and then I did not space again. And then I wrote flown, FLOW sign in, and then space, and then only, I have O, and then dots 4, 5,
Yay.
space, and then for the on, I have O, space, and then I have the regular THE sign. Then I did not space, and then I put F of the fourth. And then I'm not sure if this is right or not, but instead of putting the OU sign, I put the dots 4, 5. And for the OU, that diphthong thing, the 4, 5.
Well, okay. The book has it with the OU sign.
Okay.
And I think
right.
the reason they did that is because if there's a way to write it, if the grade 2 way is just as short and just as and you know, it would be just as short to write it that way, it's better to do that.
But the that's 4 dots, and the OU diphthong, the O diphthong
Is only 2,
just
right?
2.
If you're looking at dots, if you're looking at dot numbers, yes, that's correct. And I know one of the books teaches that way. And with people who write with slates, I can totally understand that. So
what would be
I
the
would,
better way?
well, if I was going to save dots, I would just go on the, and then number sign 4th is what I would do if I was going to save dots. However, they have it written out, the word fourth, FOU sign, RTH sign.
Okay. All right. All right. So we've got the
But
no
let's
space.
go back just a second.
Okay.
Now, the word on, remember that's a one-celled sign that has an upper dot. So it can go in front of the word the without a space.
Oh, it can? And why?
Yes.
Why is that again?
I'd have to look back to see exactly what the rule says, but there is a rule that talks about one-celled signs that have upper dots, like on, and oh shoot, I don't know, SH.
So on the
and
4th can all be together?
That's correct.
Okay.
Because the word the has the upper dot also, that's why you can do it. That's what the rule says.
Okay. I forgot about that.
So wait,
Yeah,
are we putting it right up against the, not up against the only, right?
The correct only space, and then on the fourth is
Got it.
all one
On
sequence.
the fourth, okay.
On the fourth.
Yeah, is
And
all one
then-
sequence.
And we'd space after fourth.
Mhm.
And then we would have the of sign and no space. And then for July, I wrote JU and then the LY sign, which is 4-5.
Correct. Good job. So yeah, that's, I know it's all these rules and all these things that it's hard to keep track of them.
Oh, they
sometimes.
are. Lots of them.
I know it's, you have to go over them again and again. At least I had to.
Okay, I will start the next one. But did we say,
Give me 1 second. I'm going to read it in English so we know what we're doing.
do you want me to read it since I wrote it out?
Oh, if you'd like to, sure. Go ahead.
As it is, comma, the Washington Monument should be considered to be one of the greatest landmarks of our nation's capital.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
So, I did the Z for as, and then I couldn't remember whether we said we could keep like the single letter words together.
Well, it and as specifically, you can, they can, there's a specific rule about it and as, that they can go up against each other and they can go up against the word in front of them. I mean, after them.
So
as it
I
is.
had those two without a space,
Correct.
and then is, in my mind, I'm thinking there's a sign for that.
Correct.
And I want to say it's either that's 4 or 5. No, it's not. That's LY. .5.
Actually, it's
Or
that's 2-5.
I was going to say I mixed that one up with one of the other ones. All right, as it, and then that's 2-5 would be right up against it.
That's
the
correct.
Washington Monument. So then the would be right up against it.
Well, okay. You have the punctuation after
Oh.
is, you have the comma,
Comma.
and then, so what would you do after that? Would you space after that comma?
So I would space after that comma then.
Okay. Yes, you would actually, because there's a punctuation there that is something that ends a word sequence. The comma would end that word sequence because it's a punctuation.
And it could be confused with something else.
Right. And so you wouldn't want it right up next to anything else because you want to be clear on that's where the comma is. And then now you can start with your with a space and then your the.
I did the space and then W S H I N G T N space.
Yeah.
And then M N U MENT sign space.
Okay, let's stop here.
And
for
you're
a
going to
second.
tell me I can't leave out the O because
That's
it's
correct.
the first syllable.
It's the first syllable. What's the only vowel that you can leave out of the first syllable? Well, actually, there's 2 vowels, but one is only under certain circumstances. But what's the main vowel that you cannot leave out, or that you can leave out of the first syllable, and it's the only one you can leave out as the main.
The A, I think.
Correct. Yes, that's correct. So your O here has to be retained because it's not an A and it's the
Right.
first syllable. The only I'm just going to say for YouTube listeners, the only time you can leave any vowel besides A out of the word is only when I appears before the GH sign, as in light, sight, night, bright. Well, bright you wouldn't write that way. So you can leave the I out, but that's the only time. That's the only exception. Okay, so monument, we got that.
And then a space. And then SHD for should. And then
Okay.
I believe that you do not have to space
Correct.
to put the BE. And then CON SD ER. Now, this is always the weird one. I think the ED, we can replace it with a D.
No, but do you know why we can't? The word consider?
There's probably a short form for it that I've forgotten.
No, that's actually not the reason. The reason is because the word has to consider doesn't end with an E. The only
That's a good point.
times you can the only time you can change that the ED sign to a D is if it ends if the word actually ends in an E, like a word with a silent E that would convene or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, convened, convened.
Convening, you'd have to end with, you could end with G. You'd put the G there instead of the ING.
And
so considered, right, would have to have the ED sign.
And then the word 1.50 and then of and then the with no spaces. And then space.
Well, okay, wait a second. I'm missing a couple words here.
Oh,
Either
to
that
be,
or I.
to be. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
To be.
Yeah. Considered to be one of the, so.
The two can go right up against the considered.
No.
No, it can't.
It cannot. There is a rule, again, I'd have to go back here and look, that says you cannot space, or you can't connect to, you have to space if the next word is to or by. So that's why.
But to and B can be together, correct?
Correct. Yes, that is correct.
B, and then .50 for one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that the of and the can go right after those. Of
yeah. Yes. Yes.
And then
okay, and after the and the next word greatest, would you space?
Yes, but
okay, that's no. You remember that you can put the word the in front of anything without a space.
No, I was just gonna say I lost my place.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Of the, and then now I'm gonna get stuck. Because I know there's a thing for great.
Yes, but you don't technically, you haven't been taught it yet in this
Okay.
class. So but you're correct. There is a sign for it. It's a two-celled word sign.
Right.
When we get
so
into that,
we will
but
do one of the GRT. Can I leave out the E in this case?
yes,
for
you can.
greatest?
Yes, you
Good.
can. It's a short
'Cause I
vowel.
did.
Yep. So
Um,
TST. So yep.
Landmarks of our nation's capital.
Okay, so is there a space there after greatest?
I would say yes.
Correct.
And then L and D sign M ARKS. I don't see a way around this word.
No, it's correct. You have to write it as you would in grade 2. Okay.
And then of can go right up against landmarks, and our can go right up against of.
Okay, of
Oh, I bet you're going to tell me that of is the exception to that up against rule.
no, it's that it has to go the other way. Of can go up against our, but it cannot go up against landmarks. Because there are for and for of the and with, well, with the exception of they can only be written with no space between them and the word after them.
Okay, and then
The can go both ways, but the rest of them cannot.
And for and for
Of and with
cannot, but of can. Of
the
our
can.
and
Right,
then
okay,
the can, but the others cannot. Is what
correct.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Then a space after our, and then nations. I think you have to write out N.6
correct.
NS, and then a space, and then CP till CPTL.
Okay, the I in capital has to be kept because it's a
one
syllable.
syllable.
It's right. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, don't beat yourself up if you don't get it
This
on
is so much better than it was. Believe me, I'm not complaining.
time.
But it's Mary's turn because that sentence was long.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You did a
That's
good
all
job
right.
though. You did a good job though. And please let me know if I correct you in a bad way or an offensive way or anything
Nancy,
like that,
you're
because I
good.
don't.
You're good.
No,
Okay,
you
I
don't do that.
Okay,
Mm-mm,
I just
never.
because I want to be good to you guys, and so okay.
You've been
All
really
right.
good.
So number 17. Oh wait, landmarks of our nation's capital.
Yep.
Number
what is
17. I am certain that it will be interesting to visit this memorial. So maybe I should give her 2 in a row.
Now I can start this one and then she can do 2 in a row if you want. Because I know
No,
the
but I
first
mean,
part of this one.
you did. I know, but you did such a long one, is what I meant. All right.
You want me to take it or?
I'll s-
So,
yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
let her, well,
Go ahead.
Jeanette wants to start it. So
Okay,
Jeanette,
so
what do you
I,
think?
and then, man, did we decide there was not a sign for am and an? It seems to me there's a sign for those.
Yes, and it's the same sign, but depending on which word is depending on which spacing you use. So in this context, it's the word am. Remember the am is, am, be, is, are, was, were, all of those linking signs. The word am becomes one of the to be verbs, which is one of those linking signs. So it can go between I and certain without a space.
But I don't remember what the sign is, but I know
Oh,
certain is CER.
okay, you're correct there. It's dot two. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's dot two.
Okay, Mary, your turn.
And
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I am certain, then a space, and then that it will be interesting. So I put T for that, then I spaced, then I put X for it, and I put the W for will right up against it. And then I put B, the BE sign right up against will. And I put interesting next with no space. And I wrote that as INTER and then STING.
Right. Good job. Okay.
And then space. And you want Jeanette to do the rest? Or?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And then to visit, I have it's written as it would be in grade 2 Braille.
Correct.
And then after visit, yeah, that's right. I couldn't write ST and visit because that would look like VIST. Okay,
Right.
so I was second guessing myself there. And then I spaced after visit, and then I wrote the TH for this by itself, and I spaced. And then for memorial, I wrote MEM, or then for the IA diphthong, I wrote .6 and then L.
Okay, the only thing the book has different than that is that they have the O in memorial retained. And I think it's
Okay.
because of that syllable that says you don't distressed syllable. If it's a long syllable, you have to keep it. But if it's a short syllable, you can get rid of it.
Okay,
So
we put that.
memorial would be a long O there. So that's why they do
Memorial.
that.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So memorial. I forget those little things sometimes.
I know, right?
So
it takes a while to get used to, just using them.
Does.
So
And so
yeah.
the only thing that would be the only thing you would have in that, it would be the .6 for the IA.
Well,
in memorial.
MEM, right? MEMOR, right? MEMOR, all
And
in
then-
grade 1, and then
Yeah,
the .6L,
.6.
correct?
and- okay.
With a period right after it, right? All right. Okay. Let's see. Now this is another long one. So I'm gonna let. Oh man, the next couple of them are long. So I'll let whoever wants to take it as far as they can, and then somebody else can take it the rest of the way. We'll see how we go. So number 18.
N space. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to read it?
Yeah, I want to read it so that people know what sentence we're talking about. Not far from the monument is another famous building to the memory of Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
So, all right, Jeanette,
so
go for it.
We'll see how far I get. So N space FAR space And then I did from and this. Oh, but that wouldn't work because that could be faith.
But it actually, the word is the, so from and the,
From and the
from
could
the
be
monument.
together.
That's correct.
And then I can put MONUMENT sign and then a space. Wait a minute, not far from the monument is another. That is going to get me, but it's not 25.
Right, but let's stop here for a second. Is one of those M is, are, was, were, all those
Oh
verbs.
yeah,
It's
so
a
I don't
lower
have to
linking
space
sign.
there.
Right, you don't have to space after monument. And is
Another. Where am I? Hang on. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
Not far from the monument is okay, another.
Mhm.
I wish there were a sign for this word. This
Another?
word, yeah.
Well, actually, I have to look. I'm not absolutely sure, but there actually might be when we get to the two cell words.
Yeah,
There actually might be.
But this way you have to write ANOTHER sign R because you can't leave out the A and N and the O.
Is it short or long? Another.
It's short, so I'm going to leave it out.
Yeah, the correct.
It's
Yes.
ANTHER.
Correct.
Famous.
Okay, now you'd have it. Okay, so you have monument is another. Okay, and are you going to space?
I am going to space
Okay.
after another.
Okay.
And then
good job.
famous.
Famous.
That's a long A, so I can't leave it out.
It's
F.
well, what is it about A in the first syllable of each of a word?
But I can leave out the A because it's the A.
Because it's
So
A of the first syllable, correct?
FM. There is an OU sign. Wait a minute. You told me before. FM. I wish I could think which word it was in, and then I could tell you.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the word it was in.
That would be dot. It's not 25. Mary used it.
No, it has two. Well, it has 2-5 in it. It's 1, 2, 5, 6. The OUS sign.
It is the regular OU sign. That's what I wasn't sure of.
That's and
I
it's the
originally
OUS.
put OUS sign.
Right. Okay.
Building. I don't know if this is really right or I'm just remembering because I always write it this way. BLDG.
Yeah, it's I wish that, but actually no, it's that's the main acronym that they use to abbreviate that. I know.
I do it that way too, BLDG. So.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
But in Braille, they actually have a building. So Mary, you want to tell us what building is?
I put B, and then for the UI diphthong, I put 5, 6, and then I put LDING space.
Right, LDING sign. Right. Excellent.
Yeah, ING sign.
Yep. Okay, then there's a space there. You're correct.
Okay.
What did you say? That's 5, 6, Mary?
Yeah, 5-6 for the UI diphthong.
LDING. Okay, see. Now, where am I? To the memory. To and the can go right up against building. And then
No, that's not correct because building, wish I had 4 hands.
oh, you know
and
why? Because
two
the
different
235
books.
can be the word bin, I think. So that would confuse it.
Right, and that would
So-
Yeah.
correct. Excellent. Yeah,
So
that's
space
the reason.
to
Yep.
the.
There we go.
Now, members MM, but
This is memory.
it's memory. And I think you have to leave. It's a short. So MMORY.
Okay, mem is the first syllable. And what vowel is that?
It's in the E.
Correct. And E you cannot, the only
Even
vowel
in
that
a
you can
short-
leave out is
It's
an A.
So
Right.
MEMRY. To the memory.
Okay.
When you use
the
O though?
yes, you would because it's a long O. It's a
I
long.
thought I said to leave the O in. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. If you did, I apologize. Oh, because yeah, that's a long O there. And then what's the RY sign?
LY is 4-5. RY is. Oh no.
It's real close. It's right next to it.
5, 6.
Well, no, it's only one dot.
Dot
Dot
5.
Yep, dot 5.
MEMORY.
RY.
I just almost lost the whole. Okay. And then of can only go one way. So I think that would have to be a space. And then of. And then ABRAHAM. I don't think you can abbreviate any of that because it's Abraham, and they're all.
Okay, but in any the Abraham, yeah, I don't know why they left the book left. Okay, AB, well, the first A would have to leave because it's the first syllable, ABRA. They left the A. HM is how they took out the last A because it's a, well, ham, short.
Yeah. I
The
would
sh-
leave both of the A's out, wouldn't you though? Wouldn't you leave the second
Yeah,
A
that's what I
out?
would think. That's what I would
I
think.
would have
but
thought so too, but given the short letter
yeah,
sound, I wasn't sure.
because I would leave both of them out if I were writing this.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So would I.
ABRHM
Okay.
is how I would write it.
And then LIN sign C Lincoln. And I would actually leave out the O here.
Me too. Did they do it, Nancy, or no?
No, LIN sign
Oh.
COLN.
Maybe because
maybe
the CL, because the cluck, but I would still do it.
Lincoln
Lin-
COLN.
Yeah, I mean,
COL. Yes, COLN is how you spell Lincoln. See, but that would look funny. CLNLINCLN.
And
That
link,
might
yeah, I
not
suppose it
look,
would,
that might
yeah,
not look clear enough.
probably.
So no, I would keep the O there.
Keep it. Okay.
Yeah.
To the memory.
Okay.
And
And-
and there's a space on either side of the of. I
Um,
believe. No,
no.
on the
where-
left side of the of.
Okay, so you're putting a space. Whoa. Memory
After
of
memory
after memory. Yeah,
and before of.
right. That's correct.
And then no space, ABR HM space LINCOLN.
Yes, correct. All right. Now, Mary, I'm going to give you this one because she's been working hard.
Nancy, you've got
Yes.
5 minutes. I didn't want to interrupt Jeanette, but you have 5
Oh.
minutes.
Oh my God, Nancy, maybe you can just tell us what they should be so we can be done with these.
I would be happy to do that. That way, everybody has them. So, all right. Thank you for that, Sheila. I'm just you get involved in. Okay. To the memorial of Abraham Lincoln. So number 19, Thomas Jefferson, comma, known for the writing of the Declaration of Independence and as our third president, comma, is also remembered, period. So you have Thomas Jefferson written as you would in grade 2, except for, now see, I disagree with the way they did this. Oh, thumbs. Maybe it would look like THOMS would look like thumbs. And that's why they had
Yeah,
kept the A in Thomas there. Jefferson.
yeah, I would do it the way, the way you're doing it, I would do it that way too.
So then
Yep.
space and Jefferson, JEFF sign ERSN, comma, space, and the word known as you've always known it, dot 5KN space. For the writing is the next sequence that there's no space. For sign, the sign, WRITING sign, space. Of the declaration is the next sequence. So you have of the no space, declaration, DECLAR sign dot 6N. Declaration, yeah, you have to write that out. And then there's a space. Of independence is the next sequence. So you have of with no space and independence, the way you would write it in grade 2, INDEPEN sign, DENCE sign, space. Now, and as our can all be written together. So you have and sign, Z for as with no space, OU sign our, OU sign R for our, space. Third is written as it would be in grade 2, TH sign IRD. President. Now, you only know the word present, but we're going to write president out right now as it is in grade 2. PRESIDEN sign T, comma. Now, the word is, there's a space after that comma, and then the sign for the word is, that's 2.5, and there's space there. And the word also, as it would be in grade 2. And the reason that is not used, is not linked to those two words on either side of it, is because there is a punctuation at the end of that word sequence. The word president has that comma, And the rule says that there has to be a space with punctuation on the left side of it. And then what we saw on the other side, how it was linked, but the punctuation was on the other side of the word. So that's why it could be linked. I don't know why the rule is that way, but I think it would look confusing if you tried to link it here with that. So anyway, is also the grade 2 and remembered. Now here's where the word member, you're going to remember that from your short form is MM. So you're going to put the RE sign, which if you remember is dots 2, 4, 6, MM, ED sign, and a period. And this is just really simple. Well, okay. We'll just have to go over a couple minutes, I guess, because if you guys want to, we only have one more sentence. So number 20.
Did you say is the colon and then the also?
Is it 25?
Yeah.
Well, so there's president, comma, space is, that's 25, space also.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay, go
Right.
ahead.
You're welcome. Okay, so number 20, in fact, the whole city of Washington is a monument, not only to our leaders, but also to our nation, period. So in space and the word fact, FCT, comma, space, the THE, whole, WH sign, OLE sign, which if you remember is the Q, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, space, city, city, the word C, the letter C, followed by the ITY sign, which is dots 5, 6, space, excuse me, of no space, Washington, WSH sign, ING sign, TN sign, no space, is, that's 2, 5, no space, a space, monument, the word monument as it would be in grade 2, comma, not as it would be in grade 2, the word N, space, only, O, dots 4, 5, that's ONLY, space, 2 hour, dots 2, 3, 5, the 2 sign, OU sign, out, R, space, leaders would be written as it in grade 2, comma, but also with spacing and everything the way it would be written in grade 2, 2 hour, again, 2 with a right next to OU sign, R for our nation, N.6N, period. And folks, that is that. All 20
Yay,
of those.
Nancy,
Yay.
thank you.
You're welcome. And I hope that was understandable because
It was.
oh,
Yes,
good.
I think it was too.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. So we
Yes,
can tell Kristen we
congratulations.
finally finished those.
Yep.
So absolutely. And obviously you can find them, this channel, grade space 3, number 3, space Braille in YouTube, and email Kristen at braillemailbox.com. Braille mailbox at gmail.com. I'm sorry. How did I? Braille mailbox at gmail.com.
Yep.
So anything else you want to say, Audrey, before?
No, I'm just glad you
Sheila.
did all of those, and thank you, Sheila. And in 2 weeks, we'll be back together again.
Oh yes, we're having a break for convention next week, and those of you
Yeah.
who will be going, have fun and have a safe trip. learn a lot and come back
Wonderful
and,
time. Yeah. Tell us.
show
Yeah.
off to the rest of us.
Oh yeah, have so much fun. I'm going to be tuning in, and I'm going to look at the schedule and see. There's always more things than you can do, but it's such an exciting time, and I'm glad it's virtual too.
Me
I am
too.
too.
That's how I'm going to do it.
I am too.
virtual.
Yeah.
Good.
You
I
guys
do.
haven't seen links come out yet for the Zoom, have you?
There are some up on the
Uh,
website on that members dot
mhm.
members.acb.org. Some of the links are up there, but not all of them.
Huh. But aren't
Okay.
they
I'm
supposed
surprised
to
we
email
haven't
them
gotten
out?
any on the emails yet.
Yeah,
No, they
maybe
haven't been emailed yet.
And remember, we have our voting link too. We have our voting number.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
really good.
we have to pull that up somehow and get
Yeah.
get that. Oh wow.
Feel well. I got to remember when to look for what. Like when do we vote for who, and all that stuff. So hopefully
First
we're gonna
elections,
get it.
first elections are Sunday. Well, the first offices for the board of directors start Sunday morning.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
great time,
But Sheila,
everybody.
before you go,
You-
is the board meeting usually something we can attend, or is that just for the board?
It's virtual tomorrow. It should be on ACB Media. I forget which one.
Okay.
So yeah, it is
Okay.
virtual.
Okay.
You
I
can't,
just,
And Audrey-
you can't be there with a Zoom link, but you can listen.
Great.
Okay, Audrey, tell
Okay.
tell Kristen that we are starting
I will.
next lesson on page 67.
Great.
Thank
I
you
will do
very
it.
much,
And
Sheila.
67.
okay, thanks.
And
Thank you,
Audrey and
everybody.
Nancy.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Sheila.
everybody. And I hope you
Audrey.
feel better,
Good
Audrey.
night.
Oh,
Oh,
I
thanks.
do
I
too.
will. I gotta rest. I just gotta rest. And,
Well, you go
Oh, well,
rest
anyway.
now and relax.
Have fun,
Okay.
Sheila.
Thank you.
Have fun,
Well,
Sheila.
have a great time, Sheila.
Travels.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.